Namaste. Zanoni Snowflake here. I hope that you're all doing fabulously spectacular and that your preparations coming up to the festive period are happening smoothly and easily. It'll be a different one this year to what we're used to, with the way the energies are dancing at the moment for a collective shift in consciousness and transformation. So, Grandma Moon is in her 4th phase. So, currently today, UK time, we're in UK at the moment, it is Thursday the 10th of December, and today the moon's in the fourth phase, which is the waning crescent 3, surrender. And then tonight, our fruitful, emotional water sign, Scorpio, that has a fiery sting to it as well. So we've got water and fire balance here. And she transits into Scorpio at 01:59 a.m. on Friday the 11th, tomorrow. So it's actually the late hours of tonight. So if you're someone that stays up late and you're still up at 2 a.m. tonight, or 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is tonight, then she will have transited into Scorpio. She's void, of course, from 56 minutes past midnight tonight, so Friday the 11th at 00:56 a.m. And tomorrow is the waning crescent 4 of the fourth moon phase, and the word that goes with that, one of the words that goes with that, is release. And then on Saturday the 12th, she'll move into her waning crescent 5 of her fourth phase, and the word for that is peace. So to start with, we're going to bring in the spectrum of energies, and it will be the conscious, aware, seen spectrum of energies, which is Leonardo's Vitruvius Man. Sacred proportion with our sacred geometry cards. So if you want to connect, so when we did the beeps at the start on the sounding activations for transformation, the first one was 8/13. It was 8 on the exhalation and 8 on the inhalation to show the reflected mirror. And we need the mirror, the reflected mirror, whether that's an actual mirror, a dark mirror, or the mirror of someone else, another person, to be able to reflect back to us our energies, to guide us into our shadow dance of life. And then we did 21/34, but we did it backwards, 34/21, which is the phi ratio, the golden ratio. And these are numbers from the Fibonacci sequence that make up the energetic pattern of circular system thinking, circular system energetics, circular system logic, energies. And 32, 3 is the number of creative expansion, and 2 is the number of balance, choices, patience. And Leonardo's Vitruvius Man is divinity of humankind. And it's in the word there, humankind. We are humans, and therefore it's our nature to be kind, to have compassion and not be judgmental, starting with our inner worlds, our inner dialogue, our inner self, our deeper self, sometimes known as our inner child. And then we have understanding through experience in our internal world, and we can reflect that into the external world onto others, ceasing judgments of others when we don't understand individual situations, changing our perspective, so changing our perception. And so the unseen, thank you, the unseen, unaware, underlying, subconscious spectrum of energies that we're dancing in at the moment for the Scorpio moon and the Sagittarius sun. It's number 12, complex stability, made up of 1, new beginnings, and we have a major new beginning reset coming on Monday with the total solar eclipse, Sagittarius new moon. Fab energies for a complete reset of change. So, you know, if you are able to embrace these energies, even if it's just a quick thought at the time, to connect into the energies and the 5th dimension portals, to connect into the 3-dimension portals. And this is expanded Sri Yantra, and that's freedom. And 2 is the balance, again, patience and choices, together equaling 3, the creative expansion. which are the numbers that with spectrum number energies, the spectrum energies we're dancing a lot at the moment. And we get freedom from 5. 5 is change, bringing freedom. And then the card that was given to us, da, 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 was the nonagon. A 9-sided shape on a 2-dimensional perspective. Looks like this isn't meant to go on the star tetrahedron. Line that up with the selenite wands. Alignment and perspective. So we can see the sacred geometry there. We've got the introduction of how the world is made, the story of creation according to sacred geometry. And Nassim Haramein, the Resonance Science Project, can also give a deeper picture, a deeper understanding of this. And they also have a free course. We'll leave the link if we can find that down below once we upload this onto our YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you would like to watch these live, then if you go over to our Shinto Self-Empowerment Facebook page and like us and follow us, then you'll get notifications of when we do the live versions of these. 5 is that number we talked about, change that brings freedom, which was the expanded tree yantra, the subconscious spectrum of energies that we're dancing within. And 4 is the number of Mother Gaia, foundation, structure, perseverance. Together, 54 equal 9, and a nonagon is the 9-sided 2-dimensional shape. And it is completion. Then we'll read the polarized, the reversed of the card first for you. You are holding on to something that has already passed. It may be a romance, a job, or perhaps your children have flown the nest. You are stuck in the longing for what is now completed, and you suffer from unwillingness to let things go. Gently find ways to nurture yourself and seek new interests and relationships. Understand that to everything there is a time and a season, and your strength lies in the ability to heal yourself from loss and move on. So the time and the season is that we have our inner rhythms and cycles, circadian rhythms, and our thymus, the gland just above our heart, we can tap that, a thymus tap, especially before we go to sleep for half an hour. And that helps regulate our internal rhythms and cycles to help our body function better. And when we can harmonise these with nature's rhythms and cycles, the seasons, the moon cycles, the sun cycles. So the sun cycle is we're in Sagittarius sun at the moment, so they happen monthly. The season cycles happen every 3 months. And the moon cycles happen every 2 to 3 days. So there's so many different cycles and rhythms. And it's about Scorpio's transformation ruled by Pluto, creation and destruction, the life, death, life cycle that happens. So spring is the rebirth, it's the birth. Summer is where the energy goes into producing whatever it is, that whether it's a plant, a tree, fruit tree producing a fruit, or vegetables, or whatever the activity is that you're doing. I mean, you may be in a job which has a certain set of the year that it gives something out for free, or who knows, it could be anything. We're not in the mindset or the altar to give examples at the moment. But then there's that dying down period, so that's going into the autumn, that's the summer, and then there's the dying down, the harvest. Dying down is the autumn, where your leaves start changing colour and start falling off the trees, and that's when the energies are going inwards rather than outwards, getting ready for winter introspection, so that absorption, integration of the imminent past, the previous past of those cycles, can go into play. So if we look at it from the brain, we're absorbing information constantly, whether we're consciously aware of it or not, but we don't need all that information. So when one sleeps, and if they're getting proper, healthy, sleep, where you're getting your REM cycles and your non-REM cycles, then this is when rather than the pruning of your garden, when you're trimming back your garden to get new growth, and keep it in a state where there's an ebb and a flow and there's space created. So you're creating more space for the new. So when you're sleeping, you're pruning your neurons. So information that's being absorbed that you don't need gets pruned off in your sleep to make space and create room for the new information the next day. And if this doesn't happen and we're not getting good sleep, then it starts getting crowded, it starts getting chaotic, it starts getting stressful. And so this is our understanding of letting go, because we don't really like the words letting go. It's about transforming. When you have energy, no energy gets let go of or dispersed. It transforms from one thing into another. So when energy goes into a light bulb to light your room or your house, not all of that energy that's gone into the light bulb through the wires goes out purely as light. Some of it goes out as heat, and some of it just might get little bits might get dispersed elsewhere. I'm not sure what that word is called, but we'll leave it there because we're getting a bit sidetracked. And when this transformation process takes place, which is the release, we're in the release phase tomorrow, remember, of the word of the waning crescent 4, it then creates peace, which is Saturday, the waning crescent 5. Before going into Sunday, the day before the new moon, of the dark moon, the void. So nonagon 54, completion. The nonagon depicts 9-sided geometry. 9 is the number of completion as well. Coming from the greatest single digit number, it is a boundary. And if you go into the Tesla code is the circular system thinking logic, and it's the 3, the 6 and the 9. 9 is the Trinity of Trinities. It represents perfection, balance, and order. It is ultimate extension, achievement, and completion. This card represents the completion of a cycle in your life. You have given energy and achieved much during this phase. Events and relationships have served to help you grow and define who you are, giving your life meaning and resonance. There is no need for sadness or regret because you have given your all and contributed your best. Now you stand at the gateway of something entirely new. Bless the times that have come and are now completed, and get ready for the next big adventure of your life. See yourself already in this new place. Let's call it Cloud 9. It's a place of growth and your highest joy. Rejoice in what is yet to come. Drinking plenty of beneficial fluids and being compassionate with yourself and gentle with yourself is hugely important for transformation. Namaste from our heart to yours. So much gratitude. Zanoni Snowflake.